Nepal. Here leadership means construction leaderships. We are talking about materials, all kinds of materials. These materials are generally used by construction professionals. And if construction professional, they are not right persons, they don't guide, if they don't guide properly, and if they misuse the materials, so it is not the good management. So here leaders means good technicians or good engineers. Presentation outlines. My presentation goes on: introduction, statement of the problem, research questions, research objectives, highlight of literature review, methods, results and discussions, conclusion and recommendation. Introduction. Construction is a human endeavor to build facilities keeping always in mind the welfare of people. Leadership is a process of social influence in which one person is able to enlist the aid and support of others in the accomplishment of common task. There are three words: construction, leadership and construction leaderships. Construction leaderships especially means leadership relevant to the management of construction process, projects and products is known as construction leadership. There are many definitions of construction leaderships, but I am not describing all these definitions because it will create some kinds of bore for you. So the study explores the construction leadership in the context of Nepal. So it can be generalized in the same countries like Nepal, maybe generalized in this theory can be applied in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, or so many other countries like the same socio-political conditions like in Nepal. The study explores the construction of leadership in the context of Nepal by investigating the realization of the need for leadership in Nepalese construction industry and by examining leadership qualities of Nepalese construction professionals. Statement of the problem. What was the problem? What we perceived and conducted this study. Nepalese construction industry has leadership challenges of its own in many levels and dimensions of construction and development. Moreover, these problems in construction in the underdeveloped countries like Nepal have adverse implications for the socio-economic development of the country. And ironically, there is no construction leadership study yet in the context of Nepal. Significance of the study. This is the first of its kind of leadership study in Nepalese construction industry and is expected to be of value to construction management literature in Nepal and similar other countries. The study attempts to raise awareness of the construction leadership consciousness among various stakeholders of Nepalese construction industry. Research questions. The question was put: what is the understanding of the concept of construction leadership among professional practitioners in Nepalese construction industry? Highlights of literature review. In leadership of construction managers or leadership among construction professionals, there are many types of theories on leadership. This study generally this focuses on construction management. This is a branch of civil engineer. Highlights of literature review. Early theories of leadership development before 1980s focused on the supervisory nature of leadership. They were trait theories, behavioral theories, and contingency theories. What is trait theories? Trait theories, it tries to differentiate leaders from non-leaders by finding out certain personal characteristics that make them leaders. Behavioral theory, it attempts to identify what good leaders must do. Broadly speaking, these theories either map out the behavioral dimensions of leadership or describe leadership styles. Contingency theories. The key point is that the success of leadership depends upon the fit between leadership behavior and the requirements of the particular situations. Different writers have given their views differently. So the most important point here in this presentation is authentic leadership. Authentic leadership means this is the leadership which have totally positive thinking and positive attitudes. It keeps only positive thinking, positive attitudes. So there are some dimensions of this authentic leaderships. The major dimensions are balanced processing, internalized moral perspective, relational transparency, self-awareness. What is this? Balanced processing means it states objectively while analyzing relevant details before making a decision. Internalized moral perspective, being guided by internal moral standards which are used to self-regulate one's behavior. Relational transparency, presenting one's authentic self through openly sharing information and feeling as appropriate for situations while avoiding inappropriate displays of emotions. Self-awareness, the demonstrated understanding of one's strengths, weakness, and the way one makes sense of the world. Research on construction leadership. There are very few researches on construction leadership. This kind of research, not only in developing countries, even in developed countries, we cannot find more researches. Construction leadership as relevant to Nepal. As I spoke previously, such types of researches have not been conducted yet. So this should be some basis of science in the field of construction management. Methods. The study followed field survey method of investigation. 5 sets of carefully designed semi-structured leadership questionnaire were used to collect data. Convenient quota sampling technique was used. Respondents were interviewed as per the convenience and willingness to participate in the survey. Care was taken to involve samples from all 3 major participant organizations as well as all level of industry. Methods continue. Study population. The population was categorized like client, contractor, consultant. 3 types of populations were used. And category. In client, contractor and consultant, there were 3 categories of population: policy level, organization level, and project level. From all these groups, samples were taken. The study site was within Kathmandu Valley, the capital city of Nepal. Study group was mainly focused on professional engineers, consultants, and contractors. This is field survey. Respondents is filling the questionnaire. This is same. Female engineer is responding to the researcher. This is another. Focus. Entities such as government offices, ministries and departments, contractor and developers, organizations, engineering and architectural firms, professional bodies, societies, engineering institutions, and freelancers involved in construction sectors of Nepal based in Kathmandu Valley were focused for this study. This is also methods. We don't go. Total of 160 questionnaire were distributed among respondents, but they responded only 114 field of questionnaire were collected. And response rate was low among the professionals occupying positions of higher hierarchy. This is true everywhere in the world, but I don't think so in developed countries. Professionals occupying high positions, they don't respond. This is not true in the developed countries, but in developing countries it is true. Research matrix. This is research matrix, research objectives, data collection, research variables, data analysis. According to this research matrix, we analyzed our collected data. Results and discussion. There were 5 sets of questionnaire. The first type of questionnaire was based on demographic information. Client, contractor, consultant. These number of respondents were in client, 53 respondents, and contractor there were 23 respondents, and consultant there were 38. And this denotes the percentage of distribution. Level of industry, policy level, organization level, and project level. And you see the policy level there were 14 respondents, organization level 39, and project level 61. And these are the percentage of distribution. This is also demographic information. This is age-wise. 21 to 30, they were 42. This is 36.84%. So I don't describe. This is clearly understood. This is experience. This is age. This is experience. Less than 5 years, 5 to 12 years, 12 to 20, 20 to 30, and more than 30. These are the numbers, and this is percentage distribution. Results and discussion continued. Dimension, cause, and effect, and solution of leadership problem. Professionals' perception of the need for leadership. The first question was, effective leadership is one of the primary answers to the problems of Nepalese construction industry. This was the question. And respondents were given to choose 3 options. The first option was don't know, disagree, agree. These were the options. So, don't know, this is percentage. This figure shows clearly the response of the respondents. Another one, realization of the need for leadership in many levels of the industry. This was question, and the answer was in different levels, project level, policy level, and organization level. So in project level, 91.8% they agreed, policy level 92. Policy level 92.86% and organization level 87.18%. They answered differently, but the result is above 80%. Another, dimensions of problems justifying need for leadership. There were some statements given to the respondents. For example, project performance deficiencies, problematic project management environment, critical importance of construction product to nation development, unawareness among many stakeholders on the aspects of construction, all of the above. So respondents answered differently. Project performance deficiency, they answered only 24.78% of the respondents. They agreed. Problematic project management environment 7.96%. Critical importance of constructed product to nation development 5.31. Unawareness among many stakeholders, the aspect of construction 7.96. And the majority of people or majority of respondents, they agreed all these 4 are the problems. The result is 55.75%. Causes of poor construction performances. There were 4 options. Inappropriate construction policy, 30.97%. weak bureaucratic structure 15.04%, lack of political will 22.12%, corruption 30.97%, poor operating environment 18.58%. So they answered or for this question differently. Dimension, cause and effect and solutions of leadership problem. Negative trends like corruption, decrease in ethical leadership and lack of political will reflect negative psychology among practitioners, while inappropriate construction policy, weak bureaucratic structure and poor operating environment reflect under organizational context in Nepalese construction industry. Thus, these results once more highlight the relevancy of authentic leadership in Nepalese construction industry. Means, authentic leadership means positive work, positive thinking, positively doing, without corruption, without any mistakes. So, this authentic leadership, these three notes. So, in our context, the research highlights we need positive or authentic leadership. Solution to overcome poor construction performance. So what can be the solutions? We have generated 4 solutions and respondents, they respond like this. Formulation of scientific construction policy 43.24%, establishment of law and order 27.93%, strong bureaucracy 24.32% and political commitment 23.42%. So, except set of questionnaire, they were given open questions, others, what the respondents responded. They are in other space, they mentioned that effective monitoring and evaluation is needed to overcome the poor performance. Proper incentives and effective reward system should be implemented. Awareness of quality consciousness, technically as well as managerially competent project manager, accountable to one's duty by each citizen, high level of ethics, good governance in each area, trained construction workers, strong leadership in all phases of project. It should be applied. Then we can overcome the poor performances. Leadership behavior of Nepalese construction professionals. Summary picture of leadership orientation of professional belonging to particular type of participant organization. There are 3 types of participant organization: client, consultant, contractor. 2 types of working behavior is 2 types of working behavior can be found in the field. This behavior is people and task. So some managers or some people, they work for the people. They work for the people, and some they perform their task. For example, here client, this is the score we obtained, and this calculated mean value. In client organization, they work for client, the 6.45 the score is, and this task for task 6.38. So they are oriented more in people, not for task. And in consultant, they work for people, not for task. And contractors, only contractors, he or they work for task, not for people. These results indicated that the degree of orientation of the professional leadership behavior are towards both high people and high task, irrespective of the nature of work they are involved in or the type of organization they work for. Authentic leadership development. This is authentic leadership development. This is the result of our survey. Self-awareness. This could obtain 15.54 score. Internalized moral perspective 15.12%, balanced processing 14.97%, rational transparency 14.69%. There is common score, and some scientists, they have derived that this score must be above 16. If we get below 16, this is not the normal standard. So this also indicates that overall authentic leadership strength of professional in our country is less than standard. Overall average authentic leadership score obtained from among the respective of 114 respondents in each of the 4 dimensions was less than 16. This indicated that the respondents were weaker in each aspect of authentic leadership. The criterion of selection of successful practitioners was the formal leadership position they occupied in their respective job. Authentic leadership strength among various age groups. This figure shows that for self-awareness, age group of 40 to 50 this has got high score. And for internalized moral perspective, for this character, age group of 50 has got more score, and for balanced processing, age group of 50, it has got more value, and rational transparency in this section, age group of 30 to 40 has got the maximum score. Authentic leadership strength and experience of professionals. There is not very significant difference if we test any applying any statistical tools like t-test, z-test, etc. But in this figure, in this bar diagram, self-awareness in this more than 30 years, people of more than 30 years, they are having good strengths, and internalized moral perspectives here more than 30 years here also, balanced processing here also more than 30 years, relational transparency here also more than 30 years. This means for authentic leadership strength, experience plays an important role. Fresh engineers lacked leadership qualities, which was partly to the impractical engineering education system that gives too much emphasis on technical aspects and totally ignores softer part of engineering, such as leadership in undergraduate engineering curriculum.